Midlife Crustacean is the 15th episode of season 3. The episode begins at Mr. Krabs' house, where Mr. Krabs is waking up and is struggling to get out of bed, and then heads to the restroom.
Here's a little something you may remember from the good old days.
Ew. Mr. Krabs goes to eat breakfast that was made by his daughter Pearl.
Good morning, Daddy. I made you breakfast.
Thank you, sweet pea. I see you got creative with the brand today.
Open up. It's time for the pill.
Barnacles, I hate the pill.
Mr. Krabs asks Pearl, is he old? Pearl says yes, but that's okay because dads are supposed to be old.
Pearl, do you think I'm old?
Well, of course I do, but that's okay. Daddies are supposed to be old.
But I'm still cool, right? Your old man is cool.
Fuck no.
See, no one says cool anymore. That's such an old person thing. Now we say coral, as in that nose job is so coral.
Coral, eh?
Ew. When you say it, it sounds so uncoral.
Well, what if I said it with a different inflection? Coral.
Don't you have to go to work or something, Dad?
Whoop, you're right. Have a coral day, honey.
Cringe.
Jenny, it's Pearl. Coral is definitely out.
Later in the morning, Mr. Krabs is walking to the Krusty Krab. Along the way, he meets a Boy Scout who offers to help him walk across the street. Another person complaining how slow he walks, and then a line of old people.
Hey, no cutting! You gotta wait your turn like everybody else.
No, no, I ain't old like you. I ain't old. I ain't old.
What's his problem? Next.
While at the Krusty Krab, Mr. Krab overhears SpongeBob and Patrick talking about the wild night they're about to have.
Those youngsters are going out for a big night on the town.
Woo! I've been looking forward to this night all week.
Party!
What do you think we should do first?
What shouldn't we do first? We're young. We've got wheels. The world is our oyster. SpongeBob, you got something on your shoulder.
Mr. Krab asks SpongeBob and Patrick if he could tag along with them, but Patrick thinks he might cramp their style. Patrick tests Mr. Krabs to see if he knows the secret cool guy handshake.
Let's see if he knows the secret cool guy handshake.
Yeah, of course I know it.
I'm waiting, old man.
How do you do?
Fine, and you? All right, you're in, but I'm not happy about it.
You passed the test, Mr. Krabs.
Great! Why don't you boys show up at my house at 8 o'clock?
I just want to warn you, Mr. Krabs, we're always fashionably late.
SpongeBob and Patrick shows up to Mr. Krabs' house. They then begin hyping themselves up and then head out for their big night.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, the colors. Oh, yeah. You guys want another rinse cycle? I'm buying.
Throughout the night, they're seen doing a lot of bizarre activities like picking up trash, playing tabletop games, and even going to the dentist.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I'm feeling a warm spot.
Sorry.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it, SpongeBob.
Patrick, that's not a ride.
Get off of me.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Shh.
Mr. Krab has had enough and begins to spurg out.
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
So, you want to know if I can feel it? Yeah! Do you really want to know if I can feel it? Yeah! Because I can feel it. You want to know what I'm feeling?
Yes!
I'm feeling like a total barnacle head! You think this is cool? How about good time if it bit you in the ass then. I'm going home. You guys ain't cool. You're lame.
Lame?
Lame. You're nerds, geeks, creeps, and babies.
Not babies.
Mr. Krabs begins to walk home. Suddenly, Patrick tells Mr. Krabs if he leaves, he's going to Mr. Panty Raid. A curious Mr. Krabs tells SpongeBob and Patrick to count him in. In the next scene, the gang gets a ladder, it sneaks into a woman's house, and raid her dresser drawer, and take her underpants.
We hit the jackpot!
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
Woo-hoo! You finally came through for me, boys. I feel young again.
Eugene,
Mother?
what are you doing with my bloomers?
Well,
It turns out that the house that they broke into was Mr. Krabs' mom's house, and the underpants they tried to take belonged to her. SpongeBob and Patrick run away, and Mr. Krabs' mom grounds him for the rest of the night. On March 27, 2021, this episode was banned from rerunning on American television because the executives thought the panty raid scene was too inappropriate for kids. The episode was also pulled for Paramount Plus, iTunes, and even Amazon Prime. Personally, I don't agree with this episode being banned. Even when I was younger, I never found this episode to be remotely sexual. The whole scene was just a joke that played into the whole theme of the episode where Mr. Krabs wanted to feel young again, and technically he got what he wanted by being grounded in his room he used to sleep in when he was a child. It feels like they just banned this episode to virtue signal to the 8 people that actually cared. By the way, they still never said anything about Dan defeat Lover Snyder or him putting his foot fetish in episodes that involves real people and not fucking drawings. But I guess if you're a top earner for a corporation, that's somehow conveniently fine. I'm Tsunami, thanks for watching, and learn how to sail the 7 seas.
Are you ready to party?
Oh, I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party?
I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party, SpongeBob?
No, I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party, Mr. Krabs?
I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party, SpongeBob?
No, I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party, Patrick?
I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party, Mr. Krabs?
I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party?
Stop it! Just stop it! You're embarrassing me, Dad.